good evening and a warm welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Heshain Ali and let's have a look at the headlines first. Inflation surge in February 2021. Department of Census announces. A country does not need high growth but rather stable and shared growth. Central Bank Governor stresses. News in detail. National inflation accelerates to 4.2% in February as based on the National Consumer Price Index. Department of Census and Statistics says that 0.5 increase was mainly due to the increase in the food prices.
Surface inflation, as measured by the one-year point change in the National Consumer Price Index, rose to 4.2% in February 2021 from 3.7% in January 2021. This is mainly due to the increase in the prices of items in the food category. Meanwhile, annual inflation in the food category rose to 6.9% in February 2021 from 5.9% in January 2021. Furthermore, the annual target inflation in the non-food category rose marginally to 1.9% in February 2021 from 1.8% in January 2021. The change in the National Consumer Price Index measured on an annual average basis fell to 5.5% in January 2021 from 5.8% in January 2020. Monthly change of the index recorded in February 2021 were mainly due to price increases observed in items of food category. Accordingly, within the food category, increases were observed mainly in the prices of vegetables, green chili, coconut and rice during February 2021. However, prices of potato and big onion recorded declines during the month. Further, year-on-year core inflation decreased marginally to 4.1% in February 2021 from 4.2% in January 2020, while annual average core inflation remained unchanged at 4.2% in February 2021.
The Central Bank Governor W.D. Lakshman said that Sri Lankan economy is in revival in 2021 through a strategic vision, and the immediate challenge faced by Sri Lanka today is to emerge soon from the current crisis. He stated this addressing the Association of Professional Bankers Research Symposium held yesterday in Colombo.
As the economy is expected to recover from a contraction in last year to a positive growth of 3.3% this year, the central bank governor stated that the country does not need a quicker growth but rather a steady, stable and shared growth to be prolonged over many years. He stressed that the stable and shared growth can only be achieved by continuously improving productivity, promoting innovation to develop new knowledge and being vigilant about movements in economy and society. Further, he pointed out the need to maintain low interest rates and less volatile exchange rate to promote domestic production, while he also explained the importance of bank lending to key sectors as a major point in economic revival. Governor Professor Lakshman asserted on the need to gradually reduce the foreign share of the country's national debt with a strategic economical framework amidst the devastating health crisis.
The High Commission of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan and the Pakistani community based in Sri Lanka celebrated the 81st National Day of Pakistan today at the Pakistan High Commission premises in Colombo.
The National Day of Pakistan is celebrated on the 23rd March every year in remembrance of the historic 1940 resolution passed in Lahore. High Commission of Pakistan Major General Muhammad Saad Khattak unfurled the Pakistani flag to the tune of Pakistan's national anthem in a ceremony held at the Pakistan High Commission this morning. Special messages by the President and the Prime Minister of Pakistan were read out, in which both leaders highlighted the importance of the day.
Pakistan and Sri Lanka are trusted friends and partners with historical linkages dating back to the period of Gandhara civilization. Pakistan attaches great importance to its relation with Sri Lanka, which are based on mutual respect, understanding and close cooperation. To further our bilateral relations, you are aware that Pakistan's Prime Minister was here only recently with a very heavy delegation on trade and investment. Pakistan has always extended unconditional support to Sri Lanka with regard to her national security and other needs. I would like to assure the government and people of Sri Lanka And Pakistan would always stand with them whenever they require Pakistan's support.
Stay tuned for more news right after this commercial break. Welcome back after the break. Central Bank of Sri Lanka enters into $1.5 billion bilateral currency exchange deal with the People's Bank of China. Central Bank said in a statement that the swap would promote a bilateral trade and direct investment for economic development of the two countries.
The Central Bank of Sri Lanka and the People's Bank of China entered into a bilateral currency swap agreement with a view to promoting bilateral trade and direct investment for economic development of the two countries. People's Republic of China remains the largest source of imports to Sri Lanka. In 2020, the value of Chinese imports was estimated at $3.6 billion, which is 22.3% of Sri Lankan imports. Under this agreement, Central Bank of Sri Lanka is entitled for a swap facility amounting to $1.5 billion, and the agreement is valid for a period of 3 years. This swap agreement has been approved by the Cabinet of Ministers with the recommendation of the Monetary Board of Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Governors of the two central banks, Governor of Central Bank of Sri Lanka, Professor W.D. Lakshman, and Governor of People's Bank of China, Dr. Yi Gang, are the signatories to the agreement.
The Rakhum Telly's award ceremony bestowed to appreciate the television screen will be held this year too for the 17th year. The award ceremony by the Kingdom of Rakhum will go on board on the 3rd of July at the Nelu Pokunat Theatre in Colombo.
The 17th Rakhum Telly's Award 2021 was announced yesterday and emphasized the contribution made by the Rakhum Group to the Sri Lankan teledrama industry and media sector amidst the current pandemic situation. Accordingly, a nomination evening will be held on the 4th of June in Colombo to reveal the nominations for the awards. The applications are now open for the 2021 awards, and further information can be obtained from the www.rakhumtellies.lk website.
We go to launch our program in the midst of coronavirus. We are proud to announce that this is the 17th Rakhum Tellies. With all that issues behind, we were managed to highlight the best of best Telly award ceremony in the nation. With all that coming behind, now we postponed on the 24th. We have planned last year March 24th. At the eve of 24th and 20th, we had to declare that we are going to postpone it indefinitely. But fortunately or unfortunately, we found a time slot in September. September is the only month we had a time to do something. Again, November, it's October, it came up again. Corona, the second pandemic, second wave came in. And now even we are at the middle of it. But we hopefully, now, there are many restrictions.
Sanasa General Insurance unveils a new insurance policy named Pratishakti, which bespoke any individual whose income is at a high risk amid the COVID-19 pandemic situations.
The launching ceremony of the policy was held yesterday at the Kingsbury Hotel premises. The policy provides multiple convenient options for the annual premium and offers a coverage for 1 year with one-time premium to support policyholders of any income level. Under the insurance scheme, the policyholder will receive a daily income if suffers from loss of earnings due to the COVID-19 pandemic or any other epidemic.
We identify the best way we can support with this Pratisakti insurance cover. So I believe each and every person in the country can get this benefit of this innovative product because it's even a simple 1,000 rupees, so people that can contribute. Not only specifically for this product, but people can add for their motor product or some other product even, as this is an index-based product. So I believe as an insurance company which is very reputed in Sri Lanka, so and dealing with the mass people in the country, so we are in a good position to support them, especially when they're in need.
Stay tuned for stock updates. after the break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The All-Share Price Index gained by 12.58 points to close at 6,979.29, and the S&P SL20 gained by 15.67 points to close at 2,801.79. The turnover was 9.7 billion rupees and over 29 million shares were traded. Up next are Forex rates. And that's all news for today. See you tomorrow with State of Business at the usual time. Until then, take care and good night.